Man, that shorts feed, that's crazy. So, hold on. I wonder if I need to do this. Hold on. Let's see. Let's move me here. Let's see how that looks. Oh, too far. Yeah. All right, we're gonna rock it right there because that's what's showing on the feed. All right, if you're watching this, not live, my suggestion is just to fast forward because I'm really trying to get back into doing this. Nisa, what's happening with you, man? Hope all is well with thee. I meant to do this stream yesterday, but listen, life is in the way. So even at some point during this conversation that I really expected to have with myself because it was like no advertising. I didn't even you know what? Let me tweet out my own stream, right? Let's just be like, yo, Stanley, what it do? I'm about to tweet out my own stream because again, I gotta get used to doing this solo thing. No, what are we doing? Sure, let's log in and share out my own stream. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's just you know what we can do? Oh, see, next. Thank you. I meant to do this stream yesterday, and I didn't do it just because life was in the way. And if at some point during this stream y'all see me like mute myself and be on the phone, it ain't to be rude or nothing, just because I'm actually still working. And I almost thought I had to cancel this stream completely, and it sucked because I really wanna talk about, because I'm super excited about, as you guys obviously can tell, this Netflix deal, because I think it's going to be absolutely major for all of us. I know I'm excited for about this deal, y'all, is Baron J67, because he has been on the forefront of like, yo, free the Nemesis system, free the Nemesis system. Free it, right? Because it is definitely one of the most underrated, underappreciated things in gaming right now. And the fact that, you know, we might have some crazy possibilities in the future, and I'm going to dive into that and why I'm thinking some of the stuff is going to happen, looking at patterns and how these billion-dollar corporations are wanting to use their money. I think it's gonna be super dope, and I want you guys to give me some names. Like, I want to talk about some certain things, right? But I did finally set my stream, got that going. Before I do that, it's been a long time, but I want to play my music.
For 15 minutes of fame, I can settle for being ordinary, but nobody remembers the ordinary. Ones who live forever, trendsetters, break the bar, cause not everybody can be trendsetters, break the bar, it's the only way
And it's been so long since I didn't play that if you guys notice that old level 1 logo is oh wait a minute, that old level 1 logo is absolutely crazy. I can't remember the last time I seen that logo other than just now, because I'm not blind, I'm beyond updating stuff. But listen, I want to start this thing off right, and I want to say, we know what's happening with WB Games and the fight between Netflix and Paramount. For the love of God, regardless of what money's being said, we want Netflix to win this, right? We don't want Paramount to win. Trust me when I say you don't want Paramount to own WB. Okay, we don't want that, right? I believe Netflix, as much as people want to hate Netflix, and the price is going up. The price is going up. As somebody who's already paid almost $30 a month, I can fully understand, and I understand probably going to 35. I understand, but we want Netflix to win this out, right? For the gaming side of it, the main reason we want Netflix to win this is WB Games and the Nemesis system. Okay, for those who do not know the Nemesis system was first introduced from Monolith Games and Shadow of Mordor. Now, I'm not gonna cap I'm gonna be completely honest when I say this. And because I don't care about the franchise and the lore, I actually own Shadow War because I got the gold edition on a glitch for like $7. Never played it. Shadow of Mordor, played a little bit of it, right? Only because I'm not an Elden Rings guy, right? I know. In nerdom, you can't tell people that you don't play, you don't watch Elden Ring or Star Wars. Never been my thing, never, right? But I've always respected and loved to watch the Nemesis system play out, right? So again, for those who don't know, the Nemesis system was first introduced in these games, and it was super dope because you would like enemies would remember you, and they would grow stronger. You might have a enemy that you fought and you lost against them, and they gonna go. Most games, once you lose, you just go back out to the save file and then you good to go. But in this, like, they remembered you and like they get clout for whooping your ass. And then, or if you fail to defeat somebody, they get stronger. And like everything's dynamic. It's not one to one. It's not how most games are where again, I died. Oh, let me go back to the save point and fight again. No, there was consequences and repercussions. Chips and sticks was happening, bro. Got to get you back on the pod, bro. I got to get you back on the pod, Chips, for real. Cool dude, man. You guys go check out Chips and Sticks, man. But it was consequences and repercussions for everything you did in this system, right? And so this is something that a lot of people are saying forever, like, yo, we need to see this in more games, we need this in more games. Well, then the Wonder Woman game got announced, and first thing we heard was, yo, they're using the Nemesis system, which instantly attracted me to the game, right? Even though I'm not a big Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, I am a DC fan, big time, heavy, right? DC, Marvel, all the superheroes. That's my nerdom, right? My nerdom is that, not necessarily, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, none of that. That ain't really my thing, right? But I was super excited about the Wonder Woman game off the rip once it was announced. Didn't care about who was developing it. Didn't care about none of that. But what made it even more exciting, because even though I didn't really play the games like that, they was going to be using the Nemesis system and seeing how they can use that with her villains and different villains throughout the DC universe. That was going to be freaking fantastic, right? And they got canceled. So we never got to see how great the Nemesis system could be with Wonder Woman, because they decided to cancel the game, and that sucked. And so at that point, we, as the gaming collective, at least I know myself and my team, we was like, yo, it's over. It's over. We're never going to unleash this Nemesis system. We're never going to get to see other studios go crazy with it. We're never going to get to see anything outside of what we already had with Shadow War and the first game. We're never going to see this system again, right? And then we got blessed. We got blessed that Warner Brothers say, you know what, we want out. We want to sell everything. While everyone's focused on the movies and everyone's focused on theatrical releases and how we're going to get our membership up. And he said, I spent $25 with Netflix and Paramount. There, ooh, you got them both together for $25? Let me holler at you. Now, see, I'm one of the few stupid people in the world that still pays for cable. But it's weird because I pay for cable, I get Netflix, Paramount Plus, HBO Max. I get every single subscription service for no additional cost. Weird. Makes no sense, right? But while everyone's focused on, the movie side of it, the television show side of it, what's going to happen with James Gunn and the DCU, or they're bringing back the Snyder Cut, I instantly went to, what's going to happen with Game of Sly Crow? What's happening with you, Chief? I hope all is well with thee. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all let me know before I keep going. Where y'all watching me at? Are y'all on the shorts feed or the regular feed? Because I'm trying this new thing they got going on here to have the dual thing on there. Bro, listen. It isn't about gaming. I know the deal isn't about gaming, right? But this is part of it, right? WB ain't this thing will be a standalone gaming, right? You watching me on regular? Okay. If you can, pop over to the shorts feed, make sure everything good on that side for me, bro. Just want to make sure everything looking good. I don't even know how that's working, to be honest with you. But I just hit the button. I ain't never seen this button before, and I was like, oh, this is dope. I can do 2 feeds at once. But listen. Everyone's right about that. But to me, The fact that WB wants to give up control of this stuff, and and again, a lot of the conversation was about Batman. It was about Mortal Kombat. Obviously, right? That was a lot of people went there. What's going to happen with these studios and these games? But I feel like what we're about to get blessed with is a freedom of the Nemesis system. I think it's about to be freedom of this system, right? And so I want to talk about some games with y'all, and y'all drop and let me know what you think, right? Because the way I see it, and this is going to be like, because again, exclusivity, I think exclusiveness for the most part, things are still kind of exclusive, but for the most part, it's like, So if Netflix is getting, the DC Superman, Batman movie's not going to be exclusive to Netflix. It's going to be out in theaters, right? We'll get that theater money, and then we're going to put it over here. Will it pop up on another app one day? Maybe not. But in terms of gaming, right? If Netflix, whatever fame, it could be best for gaming if Netflix, but I want to be over Paramount. They only want the movie TVs, nothing. Let me see. Over Paramount, they only want movies and TVs, nothing. Now, who only wants movies and TVs, nothing else? Paramount? You let me know. Because listen, of course, love to be wrong, but for my knowledge, this was everything. This was the whole shebang. It wasn't just, movies and TV. They got to buy it all. Because Warner Brothers is selling, right? The gaming division won't be a standalone. It's going to be a part of the company. And you let me know, Emmanuel, because I would love to be wrong in this. And this something comes out and says, hey, this whole deal is there's no gaming involved, right? Because we'd love to be wrong. But until I'm wrong, I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Netflix only wants the movies. Paramount wants everything for about the same price. Oh, but see, and I get what you're saying. Netflix, that's what they care about, but they getting the whole shebang. They don't have to get the whole shebang, right? But the reason some things are left better unsaid. I have a lot of reasons why I don't want Paramount to own Warner Brothers. And for some of those reasons, I don't want to get into because I never want to dive into certain topics on this channel. And I'll even let the team dive into certain topics on the channel on why I want Netflix to get them over Paramount. But that's a conversation that I would love to talk about offline. Maybe I'll do it something behind the members. Warner Brothers can double dip and sell gaming off to Embracer Group. Just listen, for real. But regardless, right? Even if it's Netflix, if it's Embracer Group, anybody, right? The point is we can free up the Nemesis system. Because why would you hold this back? This can drastically, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of open world games now, I have open world fatigue. Open world games have become stale to me. It's rinse and repeat. Like, honestly, it's rinse and repeat. I'm to the point where I love me a single player story driven game, or I'm playing a multiplayer game like Marvel Rivals. Like, when I hear open world, I'm like, oh, okay. Coming to our big expansive open world where does it die, like da da da, but it's not evolving, right? But if we can get the Nemesis system, and I'm gonna drop some names of some games, y'all let me know what y'all think, right? So I'm gonna hop into it, right? Imagine the next Assassin's Creed game having a Nemesis system. Bro, I really appreciate Linear Games. I'm hooked. Fam, check out Echoes of the End. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna definitely look that up. Let me know what platform that's on. But as someone who doesn't play the Assassin's Creed games anymore, this would be interesting. Give it the Nemesis system. Or it don't even have to be a 1-to-1. This the ability to do what the Nemesis system does. And you got to cut whoever owns WB Games at the time, cut them a check. Now, I would love for it to be the exact Nemesis system. But it would definitely revive Assassin's Creed for me, right? I think, honestly, who I think would love this? Souls players. I think Souls players would love this. I think an Elden Ring game with this system, as much as you going through and you're dying to certain enemies over and over and grinding, but to have that evolve and it not just be, well, I gotta just go back, grab my souls, and keep fighting this dude, you know what again, but you lose to a grunt, and that grunt remembers you like, oh, word, you soft. I got mad clout off of whooping your ass. Now look at my, like, that's so dope. Right? I think Souls players in the game like Elden Ring or Dark Souls type of game, I think would be absolutely fire. I think that would be dope, right? And another one I thought of instantly when I actually thought about this, and the game that I actually thought of, and I know they just dropped a sequel, Ghost of Tsushima. I think when I thought about games using this system, and because you in feudal Japan and you got got the ability to fight people who have a boss type in that world, you're able to fight someone before you even get to their boss, and you lose to them, and you come back, and then they, oh, I remembered you. You ran like this last time, and now look at me. I might have my own spinoff from the boss. I think that's one of the games I initially thought of, and I think it's because of the world that it's set in and the things that you can do with that. I thought that was absolutely dope. And it was funny. Where's that comment? It's on all platforms except Switch. Okay, bet. I'm gonna check it out. I need to play more games because I've been playing a lot of Rivals. It's taking up all my time. More games need to follow Resident Evil formula. Crow, expand on that, because it's funny because another game that I wrote down was Resident Evil. I think the Resident, because I'm somebody who got bored with the Resident Evil franchise, right? Now, again, it doesn't fully fit into the mold. So you have to change up a little bit because we don't want zombies, or whatever they're infected with, or whatever formula Resident Evil want to use. All of a sudden, switching up. It, for a lot of ways, it doesn't fit. But I did think about that game. I thought it was interesting you brought it up. I think the two biggest games that would go crazy with this type of system, Grand Theft Auto. I think Grand Theft Auto, because I finished Echoes in the day. So okay, I think Grand Theft Auto it fell into my open world fatigue, but I think Grand Theft Auto having such a dynamic thing going for it, especially when we talk about if we thinking about not necessarily something like 5 or 6, but we going back to the San Andreas days, right? We talking about gang members and gang activities. They tracking you. Hiring hitmen, they building reputation for coming after you. So by the time you get to them, that grunt is, this low level, thug is, big overseer of a gang, accidentally creating people enemies up against each other. I think Grand Theft Auto, if it goes back to how it was when it was more, instead of criminal, I mean, they're all criminals. let me just they're criminals, right? Whether they're robbing banks or whatever. I think, see, Chips, right? GTA Nemesis, that would be wild. But they would have to go back to a San Andreas type game, right? I know 6 coming up, it's about old girl, and her husband or whatever. But and I meant to have this dynamic in the background, and I was supposed to be having myself playing, and I don't feel like it. But I think GTA, if it goes back, let's say when we hit GTA 7 and GTA 8, because I would love GTA to get back to the San Andreas style game. I love the gang member thing. I did. I loved it. Grove Street, bitch. I absolutely love that. Right. I think that would be even. If we sticking with Take-Two, we sticking with Rockstar, Red Dead Redemption, for the exact same reasons, but except for cowboys. You know what I'm saying? We were squabbling out. Whole time I got a snake in my boot. Didn't realize it. Now I came back, got a snake out my boot. I'm stronger. I got 6 more 6-shooters. I got 2 more horses and a barrel of hay. I'm ready to bust your shit because you came through earlier. You nicked me, but you didn't kill me. I think that would be dope. That would be absolutely fire. But I mean, I think GTA, more so Red Dead Redemption. But that would be super dope. And I'm gonna come back to that. But another game that I had written down. I've really been thinking about this, right? Like this whole stream is me rambling about what's been flowing through my head for the past like 6 days. I've been thinking about this for like almost a week, right? And then so I said I want to stream and I want to ramble. So this rambling that I'm doing is literally because I've been flowing and I've been writing games and like, yo, this would be dope. This would be dope. I think the Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon series, Forbidden West, whatever it is, I think that will be super dope. Again, it has some of those same elements. We come up with the world building, would be absolutely fire for it. I did have a few games also written down, and I want you guys, not the snake in the boot. Y'all let me know. Drop some game names, right? I'm gonna give you guys some more games that I wrote down, right? Mass Effect. And it's crazy because all these obviously open world games, because I open world fatigue, and I think these would make me love these games. Bring back Watch Dogs, but with the Nemesis system. Right? Bring back Watch Dogs with the Nemesis system. The Yakuza games. They're technically linear, kind of open world-ish. That could work. Batman. Now, none of these are going to be as good as GTA. None are going to be as GTA, right? But I wouldn't mind this in a Batman game. Because Batman comes across so many grunts that he busting heads and leaving alive, breaking legs. Imagine, you in a fight, you playing as Batman and you whooping Grunt's ass and you break Buddy's leg and then you get caught up because all of a sudden Joker over here and you didn't see Buddy limp away and then eventually Joker get away, but then Buddy got away. Now he pissed off. Now he come back and he's like, yo, remember me, bitch? And he super kick you for breaking his leg. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? That'd be absolutely dope. Let me see. What else did I have written down here? I had a couple more games I had typed down here. I did, like, as an honorable mention type deal, I did put down Hogwarts Legacy, or Hogwarts type game. I think it does fit the world. Am I as excited about that possibility? Absolutely not. But I do think that would be an okay possibility. I talked about it being good for like the Far Cry. It's crazy because as I'm running down this game, I even wrote down Cyberpunk, right? A Cyberpunk, and I think Cyberpunk. Now that I really think about it, Cyberpunk might be second to GTA as Batman would kill that system. That game would be, bro. I'm telling you. I think as I'm going through and I'm rambling thinking about all these games, right? I think number one would be GTA, right? If it's not the exact Nemesis system, something similar, GTA. Number two, I'm torn between like Batman or Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk because obviously not the same as GTA and Saints Row. But it would have to be classic Saints Row, right? It can't be, I'm farting out unicorn dust and flying and I'm breakdancing on the White House as I kiss a girl gorilla. Like Saints Row got weird, like real fast, bro. But if you go back to and I don't want to be like, oh, he all cares about gang violence. He promoting the gang violence. Now I'm not saying that, but I think the gang activity part of it works so well that I think, and if let's say, obviously GTA would probably not do that, right? But if somebody like Saints Row was able to get a hold of the Nemesis system, that would revive the franchise. If again it went back to what it used to be, I think it would be a big revival for the franchise. It would be huge. And then again, so we talking for me GTA, Batman, Cyberpunk. I think that and right, there's a lot of games that would benefit from this. Right, I was just writing down names as I'm like spitballing because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. The Nemesis system will be uncaged. It will be unlocked. It's not going to be held captive anymore. I'm telling you guys right now. We got publishers and developers on the phone now talking about, hey, you know, if this thing gets let free, which I think it will be, because I don't think, let's say it's Netflix. I don't think Netflix cares enough about gaming to not say, oh yeah, we have an opportunity here to make some of our money back, but we're gonna keep this thing exclusive, right? I kind of think about it like how Microsoft thinks about things a little bit, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna let you use this because it don't matter to me because I'm getting paid because you're using it. I'm getting paid that you're using it, so nothing doesn't matter because I'm getting paid. Why would I hold on to it, right? Netflix, and I forgot who it was. I'm sorry. It might have been Crow who brought it up that Netflix don't really care about. Hashtag free the nemesis system. That's what I should have put inside the title of this, right? And Baron, you just popped up, but you're the first person I brought up, and I brought this up, right? Because I thought about you instantly when I heard about this deal, because the nemesis system is something that you've been screaming to free for as long as I can remember. But Netflix, maybe Paramount, I don't know, or or whoever owns it. I'm just really hoping it's Netflix. Not like I got like a horse in the race. I'm just saying. I think Netflix will see it and be like, you know what? What you gotta say, my brother in Christ? How art thou? I got Nico and Baron in the stream. I feel famous. I feel famous entertainment. I feel famous entertainment 2000. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm literally James with the $2 super chat. He said, "Are you streaming the Game Awards tomorrow?" Yes. What time is the Game Awards tomorrow? What time? Hold on. The video game. This is happening in real time. Game Awards. Awards. Start time. This happening in real time. It is okay. It's tomorrow at 6:30. Oh yeah, for sure. Tomorrow at 6:30. Yes, I'll probably get live probably about 30 minutes prior. Ramble, kind of like this whole stream, because this stream, of course, I wanted to ramble on what's been stuck in my brain, right? So I'm a ramble, you know, and then we'll get to it. But definitely, yeah, tomorrow, I'll be there. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate the support, for real, man. You know, you guys know LV1Gaming.com is ad free. So if you ever want to support us to keep our website up and running, super chats or channel memberships, always appreciate it. Baron, like he said in the chat, will be there in person tomorrow, because sometimes at Level of Gaming we get to do cool things. And Baron, because he is fortunate enough to live on the West Coast, is able to do things in his backyard. See, I live in Texas. There is nothing down here but gunfights, barbecue, losing football teams, trading superstar basketball players, and property taxes. There's nothing else here. We don't got nothing. Oh, and DreamCon. That's all we got there. That's all we got down there. It sucks. For Texas to be as big as, we didn't even got PAX no more. PAX say, oh, they can just have guns? Pack it up. Pack it up. And got up out of there. You are famous, and I appreciate that. Was how art thou, brother? See, I'm hoping I had a squad. I have everybody except for, especially, I said, listen, Baron, you can't poke me with how bad my team is, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan. I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life. I know we bad. You can't hurt me because they hurt me enough. And all. Yeah, we got that all. For sure. Y'all got what? Actual factuals, Jay. Hold on, something's happening in my house. Hey, see? You got We ain't playing right here in Texas, boy. We talking about how we got them things on us. I thought I heard something going. Somebody might been waiting for them opportunities, waiting for them. But D, now that you're here, Baron, now that you're here, right? And we're talking hashtag free the Nemesis system, right? Give me a game. I'm gonna back this out, right? Boom. I had the image up for way too long. I meant to be dynamic with the stream idea. Why is this like this? Because for me, I want GTA. All right, GAT. Yeah. This is my one. Come here. This is what I want right here. I want this. Dad mode activated for sure. I need y'all. This would be dope with the Nemesis system game. I need that because for me, if you guys just popped in, this is it. I want GTA back to this, and I think this would have the most use. Absolutely the most use. Would be the most fire. Is this. Give me this. Give me Grove Street, and I'd be happy. I'll be happy because I really think. Oh, okay. Baron said Fallout. Yo, you own to something with Fallout, B. You own it. I didn't think about Fallout. I think Fallout would go crazy with the Nemesis system, bro. It would go crazy. Not as much as I think Batman would. I don't know if you was here. I talked about Batman, but Fallout would be. Elder Scrolls, I can see that. GTA, of course. And you say any open world, and that's all I'm saying. I think a lot of open world games. Open world fatigue is real, folks. Open world. Can I explain? So the Nemesis system, and I'm not good at explaining things in the best possible way, but let's say the Nemesis system, if you haven't, and I'm going to go back to it, if you haven't played or seen the Shadow Mortal or Shadow War games, right? It's a very dynamic, what is this? Like it's a very like dynamic system, right? So a lot of the enemies is like procedurally generated, and they remember like interactions that they had with you at some point, right? So if I'm saying GTA, you doing some type of thing with somebody, and you slide them, or you run on the street and you shooting random NPCs. That NPC might be like, oh, I didn't die, but I remember Buddy shot me, and later on you walking down the street, Buddy gonna say, oh, remember me? And blast your ass, right? Like it's very dynamic, right? So the enemies that you come across, that person can get stronger, or they can go get their own type of crew or whatever, but they adapt to the game, right? They get back, right? Like they want their get back. You might have defeated them doing something, you might have killed them doing something, but they're gonna get their get back. And it makes open world games feel less stale. Because I'm sorry, when a developer tells me, check out our biggest open world, yeah, but the biggest and the most dialogue, I'm like, okay. Okay. But like Dallas said, open world fatigue would definitely be mitigated by having to look over your shoulder for old ops. It does, Dallas, those are the best words I can possibly say. That is it. So for those who didn't know, once again, that's what the Nemesis system is, and having to worry about somebody you did something to, and like I said, GTA would be great because a lot of times y'all wilding out on GTA, y'all just going around hitting random folks in the back of the head with baseball bats and beating up schmuckers in the car. Well, what if you beat her and then she come back and be like, yo, I got a crew full of schmuckers and we finna bust your head randomly out of nowhere. And she got that thing on a fa. That's dope. I think it would completely obliterate open world fatigue. Like that would not be a thing anymore. 100%. For those who are still here, I gotta ask y'all again, chat. Where y'all watching me from? Hold on. Check this out. As I'm live, y'all remember the last time I did this? It's my wife calling. You headed home? I love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Cause I ain't no dummy. I ain't no dummy. Where y'all watching from? As I feel like I'm getting to the end of my rambling because I gotta go do some stuff with the family. His wife is almost here. Oh, my bad. Regular feed or short feed? Because I seen this feature right on here to where it automatically does a dual feed between the big feed and the short feed. So I'm looking. I see two different feeds going right now. So I'm trying to figure out what popped up on y'all's. If you got notification, because I'm hoping if you watching right now, you got notifications turned on so whenever Level 1 Gaming go live, and you consider becoming a channel member, right? Baron says a good example: you kill an enemy with fire. Now they may be fire resistant to fire or afraid of fire. Dope. Couldn't find a short feed. I'm also desktop, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to work. Okay. I'm definitely gonna check that out. You know what? Well, I guess no, that doesn't make. That's crazy. Then YouTube needs to let me know how this actually. I only did this because I thought it would be cool to do it. But listen, with that said, unfortunately, that is my work phone ringing, and it's not my wife this time. It's my on-call week, so I am constantly having to deal with work stuff. So unfortunately, I do have to end the stream. I wanted to ramble with y'all, but I will be live tomorrow for the Game Awards at 6:30. Make sure you guys check it out. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Consider becoming a channel member because everything we do at level1gaming.com is ad free. We don't make no money from it. It's for the love of the game. So you guys keep us running and keeping our team motivated to continue to make amazing reviews. That'd be absolutely fantastic. With all that said, congratulations, you guys leveled up.